Judicial Watch obtaining email messages from Peter Strzok showing he requested to keep his security clearance after being added to special counsel Robert Mueller's team. Something Judicial Watch says gave the Mueller probe special access to target President Trump. Joining me now, Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton. So, Tom, did it?
Oh, it sure did. Strzok wouldn't have asked for it if he didn't think it would be useful in his new job. He had to get approval from his supervisor, Bill Priestip, who agreed to it. So he wanted the authority to issue national security letters, which essentially are secret requests for information that fall short of needing or court approval. He also wanted, and he said that this was essential, which is very unusual. He wanted the ability to declassify information. He wanted to keep that ability. Why on earth would he need that ability in the new position? You know, and Mr. Strzok is not an honest guy in the sense he was removed by Mr. Mueller over these text messages. Mueller didn't tell anyone about it for 4 months. Then he was removed, walked out of the FBI headquarters after the IG report showed more anti-Trump bias. You know, so given what he was doing and the lack of trust we have in what he was doing, we should be asking, why was it he needed this essential effort, this essential power to declassify information, issue national security letters? What was he doing for Mueller's team? I mean, that's the big question. And that the corruption around Strzok has infected the Mueller operation. Few want to talk about it. Mueller needs to be asked directly about it.
And we asked that question in the context of all of those anti-Trump text messages that have now been revealed between Peter Strzok and his then lover, Lisa Page. So then is this, Tom, are you able to conclude from your own research, is this the smoking gun? Does this prove bias on the part of the FBI towards the Trump campaign?
He was asking for unusual authority to use for the benefit of Mr. Mueller. You know, this is why the president's frustrated. He sees Peter Strzok doing these odd things, being an anti-Trumper, and no wonder he's calling on Jeff Sessions to shut the Mueller operation down. When you have folks like that, folks like Mueller, who obviously was behind the FISA warrants that are so outrageous, and having this agenda against Trump, getting this special dispensation to take all the authority he had as #2 counterintelligence official and move it into the Mueller operation for who knows what purposes. We can't trust what he was doing. So emails like this lead to more questions.
So, and you're referencing one of the tweets from the president this morning saying that the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, should stop the rigged witch hunt right now. He sent that one before the latest of a series of tweets, Tom, in which he says this: Russian collusion with the Trump campaign, one of the most successful in history, is a total hoax. The Democrats paid for the phony and discredited dossier, which was, along with Comey, McCabe, Strzok, and his lover, the lovely Lisa Page, used to begin the witch hunt. Disgraceful. Final thoughts from you.
And the president's right on target. There's no evidence of collusion. Mueller has issued 3 indictments about what the Russians were doing. None of those indictments reference no collusion with any Americans. In many ways, Mueller's job's over.
Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton joining us this morning. Thank you.